No fui la única que tocó mal, claro, Robe. ¡Ah! Que Dios me perdone, ¿no? Pero, uy, Dios, qué horror. No, tengo que hacer todo de nuevo, ¿en serio?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in
Pero
the
yo
shrine
no
of Proserpina?
sabía que era robar. Dios me... Ay.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life. Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night?
Yo no vi, juro por Dios que yo no había
bother
visto
you.
que esto de robar, Pero qué asco, tengo que
And
hacer
since
todo
you
de
seem to be in
nuevo,
a hurry,
¿es eso?
you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
No, esto cambió un poco, No me dieron nada, manillo de... Bueno, gracias.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably. All right, see you around.
¿Tengo las misiones o tengo que hacer todo de nuevo? No, tengo las misiones aquí. No es que nadie te ve, sino que... Porque acá el señor... Ahí está. Bueno, me voy a quedar un poco más... No voy a prestar más atención, pero bueno, ya podemos ver lo que pasa, ¿no?
Cerberus lifts his triple head.
Acabo de robar y no me había dado cuenta. A las 11 o medianoche, porque mañana es el día de las profesiones, y no va a haber aula, así que a las 9 de la mañana por ahí voy a ir allá. Ah, vos, ay, qué pena. No sé si es por aquí, pero bueno. Ay, estas columnas me recuerdan al cementerio de Argentina. No parece. ¿Viste? Está espiando, está... Ahí está. O Ario não tá fazendo efeito, tadinha. Tô com um gip. Olá. Uy. Una enorme estatua de piedra de Apolo. Dios romano, griego de las cosas. Eu também não quero, mas... Coleccionista médico Spectre Bárbara, como piensas. Muerte de la mala han cambiado mucho en los últimos milenios, sí. Está lleno de sustancias secas y molidas. ¡Woo, Laura! A Laura vê isso e ela, eu quero, mas tadinha, ela colocamos ali e ela morre, né?
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me.
Ok, tiene un acento.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
Espera por charlar contigo, vuelvo más tarde.
She was poisoned. She came in thing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of Silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly. Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath. Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do.
No sé.
Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetic tutor and scratching his eyes out. A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands. I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
¿Y por qué trabajas en un templo?
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician. But she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
¡Ah, ma! ¡Para!
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace. Thanks, I suppose. I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
Ah, eu sou exclu. Eu sou exclu.
Oh no, sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad. Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying, but I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out, and you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace. Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
Bien, sigamos. La niña murió, ¿no? Ok, se pone a rezar por la niña que murió. No hay objetos. Ni voy a hablar contigo. Una espina en la pata. ¿Dónde estará? Ay, me pica el pie. Ah, es este. Que no tiene tiempo, tendré que intentarlo con él más tarde. Uy, Dios mío.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it. Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we? Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii. That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
5 años me dice. Estás especulando con el precio de las medicinas, pero a ti ¿qué te pasa? No tengo esa cantidad de dinero.
Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget? You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale. All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what
Medio
anyone would have
fome.
done.
Eu vi, tô com fome. Eu acho que não é ninguém na carretinha.
The girl? Weren't you listening? All my valuables or the girl?
Y você não vai
Because
comer
those pretty
nada.
black eyes of her, and in one swift motion she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber. No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin. Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
¿Qué opina la regla de oro?
I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking. It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk. Thank you, friend. Very well. Another time.
Cara raro. Medio el tipito un poco raro, ¿no?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Vou morrer. Eu acho. Quítate. Perra. ¡Ah! Rápido, rápido, rápido. Me muero. Me matan. Muero, me matan, muero, me matan. Hola. ¡Ah! Lo tuve que hacer, no tenía opción.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Ixion turns.
Porque como él está ensautado, parecen, ¿eh? Me da miedo, más perla.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me. What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
¿Quién es? Ah, está.
A what? I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.